What's up?
Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the darkest corner on the internet.
It truly is.
Yes. I was tripping out earlier today about how on point. I was like, wow, we really do have the best podcast ever. Like, I come here, I get lit, we talk about the stars. Candace doesn't even know. I wasn't mad, but I was just like, my partner don't miss. Like, I've seen the internet crash. And instantly she brought up the chart, like, okay, let's see when the internet's gonna come back. All right, it's gonna come back in exactly 6 minutes. In my head, I'm like, stop. Just stop. You're doing too much, Candace. Like, there's no. Tell me why the exact minute she said the internet wanted to come back. I was like, wow. So she doing horary now, and I'm just gonna win mad sports bets because she gonna be my horary reader.
You know what I've learned about horary and betting is that I feel like you have to be willing to put some money on the bet if you're going to do the horary, because you have to have a little bit of skin in the game.
Oh.
And I've been looking at, you know, my horary teacher, Adam Ellenboss, he's been talking about like the Vikings and what's been going on with the Vikings, and he was making some predictions about what's going on with the game over the next couple days with the teams that are playing. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see what happens. I might actually try to start placing some sports bets.
Yeah, and it's cool. Props to him because he's breaking through and innovating a field that the road hasn't been prepared. So, like, if his predictions aren't 100% correct, it's still props to him because he's actively, like, fine-tuning. Like, everything y'all are doing is just beyond genius.
And it's so
amazing.
crazy to me because when you traditionally, like when you would learn astrology, you'd learn horary before you learned charts, before you learned transits. So for me, learning
that would
horary,
be the first thing you learned.
Yeah,
Real?
And going back and trying to retrain my brain. So it's definitely like I'm a part of a couple groups, so I'm constantly practicing with that. But yeah, it's cool to continue to keep using that in terms of making.
I feel like once you get it, like you can use it for everything.
Well, I've used it for like missing items. Like if items go missing, I'll ask the chart where it is, and you can figure out where stuff is. But he's done a couple readings for me, and they've all been very accurate. So you're missing your keys
since like 2 months ago. They just disappeared. I lost my ID. I use my passport now.
Must have been a good night.
I wish that was the case. Shit. I'll just be walking and then I drop it like a dumbass. But oh well. That's what it is.
How's everybody in the chat? Welcome. Happy what do they
Kwanzaa.
What will we call this?
Apparently
this is the drunkest night of the year. Probably next to New Year's, right? Because
Thanksgiving?
Yeah, everybody goes home to their hometown. They get blasted because they know that like mom's gonna be cooking or aunties or whatever are gonna be making the meal the next day. So hopefully you guys are somewhere comfortable. You have a
Happy
drink.
Indigenous Days if you support that and just judge these heathens. It's cool. Everybody wins. It's all good.
Those of you guys who are just tuning in, thanks for joining us, especially on your holiday week. We are going to be doing live readings on the channel. So we are doing tarot as well as astrology. We've pinned everything. You want one card, it's $20 donation. 3 cards, it's $40. Or you can make a donation of $50 and you can ask a question about your astrology. Big shout out to all of our supporters. If you're level 3 and you haven't cashed in yet and you'd like to get your reading, please let us know. Dreaming with Tess made a donation for Jessica Martinez.
Jess Martinez. That's wild. Jess is usually the one donating. And they're both Sagittarius. In my 10-year career, the only people to donate readings to other people are always Sagittarius. Like, y'all are so fucking generous. Like, Leo's generous, but Sag is just like, you get a reading, you get a reading. Like, this is so amazing. I fucking love that.
We also have Jess that donated. Thank you, Jess. She wants a reading for her and Shannon.
Justice flew out for Jessica. Okay. We got the Judgment. I think we still have her chart here because she did Tessa. There we go. We still got her chart. So Judgment and Justice flew out. Judgment flew out. Jessica, we know that this is your birthday period, and we know that as a Sagittarius, Cancer rising makes this your 6th house. So you're awakening this ascended routine. You're awakening other people. I feel like Justice is the backing of karma and the higher self, mother goddess, Egyptian goddess Mot, representation of yourself with the fourth house Libra, especially, that takes into account how aligned with integrity you've been. And this awakening is literally having your karma balance itself with all the good you've done to people and the bad others have done to you, to break through accordingly. So that's awesome. Great awakening, higher purpose. Got the star, so you're coming into more prominence into your community, and you being famous more.
I wonder about the Justice card, because she was like saying oh, maybe I want to get a love reading, but that can also be indicating like your dreams in regards to relationships finally coming full circle.
Like getting married in court instead of like the church is usually justice. Church is Hierophant, court is justice.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So both of them, as you did both. But I mean, I love that. And we know as a Cancer rising, Uranus in your 11th is a natural form of stardom that's not socialite based, but like real people in your community know you and Shannon. So that's awesome.
So we've got, thank you for that donation, Tess, for Jessica. We've also got Tess, you're going to get an astrology reading. Shannon and Jessica are going to get an astrology reading. So I'll read your chart for you, Tess, and then we'll do Shannon and Jessica. All right, so Tessa, let's see here. There we go. Just confirming that is right. The December 1st, 79 at 8 p.m. 28 degrees rising. Instead of the chart, can I do tarot? Yeah, you can do that. That's totally fine.
Who?
For Tess, she wants to do tarot.
Oh, beautiful.
Any particular question you have?
We prefer that.
Take those. Thank you. And then we'll pop over to tarot. What is everybody cooking? That's really what I want to know.
Right.
I want to see who's like making the most extra stuff ever.
And what city are y'all repping from? Comment down below. Where you at? Where you at?
All right, so this will be a tarot reading for Tess. Career and friends. Let's do it. All right, so career and friends. Ooh, that one. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. Wow. So honestly, I feel like it's really interesting because there is some sense of feeling like you have more inspiration that's coming in with the Ace of Wands. This is talking about like initiating something new, like getting super amped up and excited to be able to initiate new things. So whether this is going out having fun with your friends, or this is just feeling more inspired because your friends are like really gassing you up, or they're encouraging you to make some changes or follow your passions, or maybe even collaborations that you're going to have with other people is on the horizon. I love that the Ace of Wands comes up like on a new moon in Sagittarius. So obviously, if you guys don't know, like Jupiter went direct today. We've got Mercury, Sun, Moon, and Venus all in Sag. There's lots of really fiery energy that's in the skies, really potent energy for setting intentions. So I feel like with this coming up, it's basically saying like the world is your oyster, anything is possible. Sometimes it's just about getting the energy moving, getting out there, having fun, and feeling inspired. Followed by the Page of Pentacles. So if you're asking questions about work, it's kind of saying like maybe you're learning the beginning process of something new. Maybe you're taking more action when it comes to investing time or resources into learning a new hobby, expanding a business, focusing more on maybe like, I think talent and skill kind of comes up for me, especially because the page deals with like learning something. So it can be talking about training or testing your skills. And investing in yourself, so that way you can feel a little bit more secure when it comes to your professional life moving forward and be able to bring in more money. Then we have the Queen of Swords coming up. So the Queen of Swords is basically talking about you sharing some kind of information with the world, being more vocal, telling other people what's up. It can be about initiating contracts, conversations, and it can also be talking about another person who comes into your life that can inspire you. Can be an air sign, so that can be a Libra or an Aquarius or a Gemini, or it can just be you in general thinking more about telling people what you're working on, writing something, negotiating something, learning something, sharing with other people, and putting it out there. So like to me, I'm wondering, Are you telling your friends something new that you're working on to hold yourself accountable? Are you focusing on mantras? Are you working with the element of fire and also air? Is there a sense of you talking to your friends about getting advice when it comes to marketing yourself or being able to kind of get your voice out there and be heard? If that's the case, like, it's the time to get the show on the road with some of this stuff. I think it's you really investing in your talents. Does that mean that you have to spend a little extra cash or maybe even some time to be able to kind of refine some of these skills? Absolutely. But in the end, it's going to pay off. And I really love the fact that you're really holding yourself accountable by telling other people not just what you're hoping to do, but what you're actually proactively in the process of doing. So it's about less talk, more action, and sharing some of your ideas with the world. Look for some really big changes that might be happening in terms of your career within this next sun cycle. So as the sun goes through Sagittarius, perhaps even right after we have the full moon in Gemini and we start seeing planets going into Capricorn, you might have like a solid like new work opportunity or financial opportunity to invest or to kind of plant a seed. Okay? Hopefully that's helpful for you, Tess. I'm making my own dream tarot deck. I love that. I love that so much. I'm in the process of trying to do the same. So we are like-minded in that
Tess
sense.
is a whole dream goddess. Neptune on the sun and Sag, like you said, but she like can control her dreams. She'll have precognitive dreams of what's about to happen. And
That's awesome.
Her whole channel like teaches people how to embrace their dreams. So
cool. I love that.
I love it. It's so amazing.
Let's see. I'm just playing catch up here. So I know we have Jessica and Shannon.
I just emailed my Sagittarius crush, guys. I told her that if I don't marry her, she's gonna be my bestie, and that she should hit me up for an astrology reading and pretend this isn't the weirdest message she got, given that she never met me in person. But like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I've already seen we gonna be close. So
Jessica, can I
put in your prayers.
Can I get your birth information again? I have Shannon, but I don't have yours. So if you want to talk about Shannon, they just want general predictions. And
Shout out to Shannon.
Once Jessica sends me her info, I'll put her back in here. I had to re-clear the charts because there's so many charts in there.
So Shannon, we know you're Pisces rising, Cancer moon, Libra sun. Cancer moon, Libra sun gives you the Capricorn signature. So you are a boss, but you are also an ascended master. And we want to see how Neptune is not only transcending your identity, but Jupiter is evolving your identity and putting you in a position to kick off this brand new 12-year cycle. This was the cycle I started that I became the peace dealer. You being born 1970, you have so much more intelligence and experience. I mean, you even have Jupiter that you were born with. Wait, this is the wrong Shannon. This is May 21st.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wrong Shannon. Okay, never mind.
Thankfully, I have his chart by heart.
Oh, you know it? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll put it in. Sorry about that. Libra rising, 0 degrees, just
Libra
like
rising.
me.
There we go. I was about to say, all right. So.
You know it or no?
No.
Oh, can we get it? Okay, let's put in Jessica
Too
then.
many Shannons. All right,
Sorry,
we'll put in
wrong
Jessica.
Shannon. So do Jessica. So she's 11/29/85. And that was 6:48 p.m.
– 6:48 p.m.
Santa Ana, California. Too many Shannons. Let me play catch up here. See a couple people. So I'll get you, Kayla. Sonia, happy almost birthday to you. Hey, Marsha. Oreo truffles, white chocolate pretzels. What?
Whoa.
What's up, Kirsten? All right, cool. All right, so we got. What was that?
I pulled up Stephanie.
Jessica.
Here, you can take Jessica.
Okay. All right, so Jessica, and then we have Shannon's info. Sorry, guys. Jessica with the Cancer rising.
The Holy One. The Holy Soul.
Let's see, what does she got
The
going
High
on?
Priestess. Shout out
So
to
you're
you.
having a new moon on your natal Saturn. So you're setting intentions for kind of getting your schedule in order, especially when it comes to being able to kind of better communicate, getting help or assistance. It can be working on health goals or anything in regards to just kind of staying on top of your workflow. But I love that Saturn rules your 7th house and the new moon is involving Venus. So it's telling me that like you're really focusing on developing relationships where there's going to be a fair exchange, or you're going to be, giving to other people, and other people are going to be more generous with you as well. I'm hoping you did something for this new moon. If you didn't, do it when we're done, because the fact that the moon and Venus are going to sit on your Saturn, it's like an omen of good opportunities work-wise coming, better health, things going smoother, having some kind of support when it comes to being able to get your business up and running. I also feel like that full moon that's going to be coming in, which is also heavily going to aspect you, that full moon in 2 weeks' time is going to be in opposition to your natal Uranus. So it's like getting ready to be go time when it comes to marketing campaigns or sharing stuff with other people. So this lunar cycle, the new moon and the full moon, are both aspecting your natal planets in Sagittarius. All the while, Mars is in retrograde in your 12th. So it almost looks to me like you're working behind the scenes and you're needing to get everything organized and staying on top of timelines because you're in preparation for getting ready to launch something amazing, especially being a Cancer rising and Jupiter's getting ready to go back into your whole sign 10th. I think you're going to see a whole lot of action here really soon as Jupiter gets back into Aries and it starts trining your Saturn and your Mercury and your Sun. It's almost like too much work is a good problem to have. It's just a matter of learning how to delegate tasks and either hiring people or talking to other people about helping you get all the busy work done, so that way you're not feeling swamped with everything that you got going on. Relationship-wise, I mean, your time is coming here pretty soon. We got to get some planets into Capricorn, but once planets start coming into Capricorn, you're going to see that you're going to have Mercury, Venus, Sun, hanging out in your 7th, and it's all going to start trining Uranus in your 11th. So this is not just about relationships, it's about clients, it's about mixing with new people, being able to kind of like work with people who are kind of more professionally savvy, who can start helping you build towards either this new launch or like your vision that you're creating for the new year in general. I'm super excited. I think Jupiter going direct for you is really big. I mean, I know you're a Sag, but the Jupiter direct in your 10th house is really saying it's about being able to merge your home or your family with your business, and getting ready to unveil something very soon. So I feel like right now the next 2 to 4 weeks is just getting organized and like feeling like you're on top of everything, right? Having a stellium of planets in your 6th house, you know that you do better when you have a routine, and like Sagittarius doesn't like routine. So implementing like a little bit of like Tai Chi or some yoga or anything that's going to have a little bit of spiritual flair and health is going to be really helpful for you. And I think that Mars opposition is also you becoming more aware of your patterns and your habits and what may potentially derail you from staying on track, whatever that may be. Yeah, but yeah, it's looking good. I'm excited to see what happens for you. What's up, Echoist? How's it going? All right, so let me plug. We'll get Kayla in a second. We've got Shannon's info here, and that's 9/28/67.
60s.
At 7:22 a.m. in Houston. Just stretching, that'll really help, Jessica, stretching, like big time. And with Jupiter being the ruler of all that, and it's in your 10th, being around water or anything that, it may even be just like doing cleansings and also like soaking. That can be really helpful for you too.
So Shannon, we know you're a Libra rising. And as a Libra rising, Pluto's going to leave your 4th house, and it's going to clear out a lot of private understanding of how to deal with people in your real life. What I think is awesome is you and I have directly opposite moon degrees, 23. So you are feeling this Pluto opposition. It's something that has been very difficult for Libras. And on top of having a Cancer moon, just really speaks to you just how strong you are mentally and how prepared you are to fulfill a subsequent Saturn return 2025 but also break through and evolving every single one of your partnerships. So you're getting ready to integrate this divine element of your lifestyle, where working with Jessica helps elements of your dream life come true, which I love her influence with you, because she challenges your attitude, she feeds your attitude, your mindset. And this is what's going to have both of you integrate straight fantasies and dreams through you into your lifestyle. But I really feel it's cool that you have Pluto and Uranus in Virgo. Like, I'm fascinated about the 60s because of that Neptune Scorpio.
Drug, sex, and rock and roll.
Right. Neptune's trining Neptune exactly 22 degrees. And I've always seen that as like, that's the only generation that their intuitive powers are fully expressed. Like the rest of us, we've still yet to have our trine.
And it's in a trine to the moon, too.
Right. And okay. Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Grand water trine.
Very emotional.
So this is where I see stuff like this. Like when I see men with water moon signs like Zaya Wade, you know what I'm saying, who tap into that femininity, it's very important how you express that to people, because the social way you do uplifts out of the false narratives that these organizations push. And you're one of the few people who give a real, true insight about what it's like to live an alternative lifestyle. I don't even want to say alternative, but like something that's different than other people, but maintaining that integrity. Because just, you know, one meeting with you, you clear up a lot of superstitions that people have over people who live the lifestyle you kind of live, and break it out of this kind of norm that you're different from other people just because you identify the way you do. There's a very sincere problem. I'm so glad I got to meet you in person, because like, I'm biased. Libra and Sag are my favorite signs, but it's still really awesome. And I feel like the 6th house breakthrough is going to help you break through a lot of health. Not that you have any health issues, but like, we are Kirky, I love that. But like a lot of, you know, challenges that might have gotten in the way of smoothing your lifestyle that Saturn will construct. But a lot to look forward to for sure, especially with, you know, the Taurus 8th house and investments and money.
I'm like mind boggled by the amount of oppositions that you're going through right now, Shannon.
Yeah,
You've got Pluto that's been in opposition to your moon. You've got Neptune that's been in opposition to your natal Uranus with Jupiter. Jupiter's about to oppose your sun. You've got also Pluto that's squaring your nodes. I'm just curious, like, do you need to move? Like, what's happening here? Does there need to be like a change that's going on with your home base? Is there some kind of shift happening with your emotional well-being? Like, what's happening? Because for Pluto to come into that perfected square with the nodes here in the midst of the Mercury retrograde, I would say this is either about a deep emotional excavation, or like there's like a reorganization of where is home, where is family, and how you're feeling. And it's going to be the beginning process, I think, of preparing you to go into this next spring when you start having eclipses in your 7th house. Like, when you have oppositions, you have to learn how to do both. So being a Libra rising, like, you already have to know how to do both houses, because you have to flip-flop between two. So something's going on here where there's like a reorganization of home emotions or stuff within your home, and it's going to get really real with that Mercury retrograde here pretty soon. So I'm curious to see Mercury and Venus and Pluto all conjunct, and then Mercury will retrograde. So if it's not clearing out the house and making some changes there, then it's going to be totally having an emotional clearing. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this plays out for you. You got an eclipse on your North Node in the spring. So you're learning how to like really let other people show up for you. Jupiter's going to be in your 7th house. You're going to have the North Node coming into your 7th house. You're coming into your nodal return, and it's all about learning how to partner with other people, but also learning that it's okay to ask for help, that you don't have to do everything by yourself. His niece passed away yesterday. I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah. I think it's you know, the Pluto square makes sense, and you're also coming...
And transitioning souls after death, so deep.
And transit Saturn's coming into an opposition with Venus, which is the chart ruler, so that can be, you know, saying goodbye to younger women, unfortunately. Well, I'm sending him lots of love in the midst of that. Hopefully, you guys are okay. Let's see who else we've got here. Thank you so much for your generosity, Jessica. We appreciate it. We've got Mermaid spa parties. Do you actually do mermaid spa parties? Because that sounds amazing. 7/26/1990. I thought for sure that'd be a Pisces.
Right. Well, I'm Pisces moon. We'll see. 7/26/90.
Yeah.
Go Squad.
8:32 p.m. in Logan, Utah.
Nice. Logan Paul, Utah.
Aww.
Okay.
Phoenix Tears Oracle.
Do you want oracle cards?
No.
Oh, my bad. Oh, wow. My bad. Okay, so we got Mermaid.
Oh, we have Kayla too. Don't worry, Kayla. We got you. We'll get you next.
Nice. So, did she have a specific question?
Let's see. She says...
She's an aqua rising. That's close enough
Nope,
to Pisces.
nothing in particular. What are your questions, Phoenix Tears? And then, Kayla, I'll get ready for your cards.
Rest in peace to the Green Rangers. So, we know that this mermaid goddess is a high queen. Okay, so Saturn, Aquarius rising means you're high nobility. You know thyself. I'm actually a Taurus rising, the first level of royalty. I'm self-made. I don't have to work a job. Shout out to the Taurus risings. And then you have the highest level of royalty, Aquarius. You know thyself. Congratulations.
She wants to know about romance.
So beautiful. We know that Mars is in your 5th house. You need to take an assertive approach. You need to just look at people and be like, look, I'm your girlfriend now. And like, as an aqua rising with the Saturn on your rising, like, no, you have that power. You're the high queen. Like, I went to San Diego to visit my Virgo friend who was studying like Santeria and all that stuff. Awesome dude. Rest in peace, Jake. He's dead. But the aqua that was dating him at the time, I remember she just told me, she's like, yeah, I saw him and I wanted him. So I went to him and I got him. I was like, is that how women pick up men? I was like, whoa. She like gave me a life. I was like, damn, this is a woman's world for real. Like, you just snatching dudes up. So like, that's the swag you can come with. And we know that your sun is in Leo. So you're a queen. You're a total queen. Your moon is in Libra. So you're the balanced representation of righteousness, classic golden courage, as a high queen. So having this social energy as a collective goddess rising, when it comes to romance, Mars in your 5th is resituating the ideas and the thought process behind how creatively you assert yourself as a masculine woman. Okay, your sun, moon, and rising are masculine signs. You need to approach these men like you're a man. It is what it is. I've seen the most gorgeous Virgo woman. Gorgeous, like feminine. She has a Libra moon, and we were talking. She's like, "Yeah, I feel like a dude." Like people look at me a woman, but I feel like I'm a dude, and that's because, of course, her moon's in Libra. Like, yeah. It's masculine. So when you approach men like that, not every man finds it attractive because they're in their fucking ego, but your authenticity will align you and save so much time. Like with energy like this, you don't want to be the person waiting for the man to make a first move. Fire signs, air signs, or fire and air moon signs gain a lot, especially if your Venus is in the air, which your Mars is in Taurus, but we see you do have Venus in Cancer, so that's very nurturing, and you do have Mars in Taurus. So
what about all these planets just moved into Sag, and it's all trining her sun.
Right. So
7th house lord. And Jupiter too, actually.
And Jupiter. So that's going to give you an opportunity to meet through a friend. So if you get invited by friends, this new moon in Sagittarius is a new cycle of friendships and ascended friendships that kind of take you to the next level based on your legacy, which is tied to being seen in Sagittarius. And the new moon was on your MC, so you're going to be famous this month. Like, well, you're going to do something during this cycle that's going to get you seen, and that could lead into romance with Mars opposite. But you want to take a patient approach, because Saturn on your rising brings limitations to how you conceptualize yourself. But I see for you, there's no time limit here. I'm not going to tell you that at this time it'll happen. You're the high queen. It's more so what it is you want, because you know who you are. You know what it is you want. And what's working for you is the approach Mars in your 5th house is resituating your inner child's approach to how you share love. And the Sagittarius season is going to make you more aware than ever over the next 2 weeks of how to actually do that in continuation of Virgo.
I also really just like the fact that like Mars is having an extended retrograde through your 5th house whole sign. I mean, it started in your 5th house and it dropped into the 4th. That may materialize with the sextiles to your Leo placements as hearing from somebody from the past. So you might actually reconnect with someone from the past romantically, but if you haven't already done something for the new moon, do it because that fire trine is lit. It's going to trine your sun and also your descendant.
And your finances are about to skyrocket in really strange ways. So that'll come in the start this month. It'll change the way you look at your value. And so there's certain people who you didn't believe you can approach or connect with, and you will. And that's not to say that you can't be approached. You're still the queen. It's just if you ever get in that dilemma of should I approach or not, you're the queen. Like it's you just tell men like you're mine. You know what I'm saying? Like don't try and play that game. You know what's up. You know what's up. But like I mean you don't have to do that, but trust me, you got that effect. It'll work. And I think you're realizing that once the limitation of Saturn leaves and you're like, oh shit, I'm strong as fuck.
Are you trying to do new work from home also? Just kind of curious because the North Node's coming into conjunction with Mars, which is your whole sign 4th. So whether you're moving home, working from home, doing something from home, something like that is really significant and it's going to square your sun. So you're going to be talking to more people, interacting with more people, maybe digitally, and you're going to find that that's going to like have you having more conversations with others. At the very least, bringing in clients. At the very most, you're going to end up meeting someone. Yeah. Sweet. Let me play catch up here. Am I missing anything? I'm excited to talk to you too, Marsha. You've had to probably wait a hot minute. It's probably been a month or 2.
Oh, we got to put in Kayla, huh?
Kayla wants cards, and I will do Kayla. She was asking me, I want to do music from home interviews. Yeah, that's great. That's coming in for you, especially come the spring. Kayla was mentioning something about getting into a fight. Then we have Rebecca in just a minute, so I'll put Rebecca's info up so you can pull that up. And I will read for Kayla. 12681.
81? Let's get it.
And it's 11:23 p.m. in Erie, Pennsylvania.
How do you spell that?
It's E-R-I-E. And yes, this isn't opal. It's a fire opal. Good eye. All right, so Kayla asks, why did I almost get into a fight today? I had to walk away, but this woman in my life who's been jealous of me went off on me. I almost slapped a bitch. It keeps happening, and I don't understand why. All right, let's take a look. North Node in Aries and Mars, Libra rising. Well, it's because you have the Sun and Mercury and Venus that have just entered into your 3rd house. So your Libra rising, your chart ruler, Venus, is super feisty. It's conjunct Mercury, which is in detriment, which means you either have a heated exchange where you're getting angry and potentially fighting somebody, or somebody is arguing about their beliefs with you. And it's all coming into opposition with Mars, which is the ruler of your 7th house of airing stuff out. Just a heads up, like you're going to have a situation over like really the next week and a half, 2 weeks until you get to the full moon in Gemini, where all the planets in your 3rd house are going to be opposing Mars and it's going to square Neptune. Miscommunication, scheduling issues, delays, philosophical differences, whatever. You're just going to notice that that's going to be playing out. That is definitely a Libra rising thing right now, for sure. So let's take a look at what the cards say. And you have Saturn coming up on your sun again, if I remember correctly. So you're going to be cool, calm, collected, mature, but that doesn't mean it's easy. For you, I get the Hermit card, the 2 of Swords, and the 3 of Cups reversed. Interesting. I mean, I feel like I said, the way that you handled it was just kind of being like, okay, I need to back down. What's interesting is, like, I don't know what the deal is with this person, but the Hermit card can be talking about somebody who has not found their path yet, or they're in the process of like trying to figure their beliefs out or find themselves out, or maybe they can be a little paranoid. There can be a sense of them being super consumed with how they see things. Then you've got the Two of Swords coming up reverse, which is about like trying to get a rise out of you or trying to get you to say something. Like I think you were actually like being provoked. And to me, it seems like there was like this back and forth where you were like, do I say something? Do I not say something? But it can also be about trying to get something out of you, not just trying to get a response out of you, but like trying to get you to kind of give up some kind of information. Or maybe she was trying to see if she can test you and see if you were going to get insecure. Three of Cups reverse makes me wonder, who is the third party involved? Do you have a mutual friend? Did somebody tell you that this person's been weird? Now kind of, somehow this can be like a triangle situation. So Three of Cups reverse means that it takes another person to add fuel to the flames. If you have a mutual friend, there may be some blowback. You might hear that like that this tiff gets back to another person and then it becomes kind of like gossipy. I don't know. But Three of Cups does talk about disharmony when it is reversed and kind of feeling like somebody has spoiled the fun or spoiled the party or created a problem or got other people involved. So this may not be the end of it. But I feel like maybe the Hermit card is also talking about your ability to kind of like rest and retreat and take a step back and be like, you know what, I'm not going to partake in this. Like this isn't something that I want to be talking about. I don't need to go there with you, or I don't need to discuss things with you that you don't know. So I'm wondering, like, who is this person? Oh, she was trying to provoke me for sure and test me, my son's father's girlfriend. Oh boy. Yeah, but there's another person who's going to get in the mix. So just a heads up, especially being a Libra rising, what you'll notice over the next couple of days is that it's people in your immediate environment. So it can be like neighbors, it can be siblings, it can be friends, it can be some family members, and stuff that's being distorted. So there's possibly going to be something over the next couple of days as these planets come into a square with Neptune where the way that somebody relays this information to another person stirs the pot and then it comes back up again. And it may be something that you have to air out, especially right around the time that we have the full moon in Gemini. So it'll be in 2 weeks. That full moon's conjunct Mars. Have you seen it? Woof.
Exactly conjunct?
Exactly.
War.
Yeah, exactly.
Word.
Good on you though for keeping your cool and not engaging and also like not stirring the pot and adding to the drama, because I feel like that's what she was trying to kind of pull you into, you know? Things will ease up after about 10 days or so.
So next we got Rebecca. Whatever you think I should know. Okay, so props to being here for the first time. That's amazing.
Welcome.
We see you're a master artist, 22 degrees. Libra risings, love goddess is a title, artist is a title. I love Libra and Libra risings because third house is your Sagittarius. We see you have Neptune here, so you have ascended skill sets that allow you to clairvoyantly visualize and gain visions in tandem with your Libra moon, which gives you the vessel of Hades, like my partner here, who actually has the power of Hades with their sun here, all right? And is also Libra rising. So if you would like an alien construct article, when I saw you were born in 81, I was overjoyed because I'm like, oh my gosh, you have the triple conjunction, but I didn't know you were a vessel, an instrument of the triple conjunction.
Oh,
so
wow.
I want you to email me, thepeace@gmail.com. I'll give you an alien construct article. You have to read this because 2020 broke you through with the triple conjunction of Capricorn, and this has uninhibited you in expressing private elements of your life and personality that you are no longer since birth holding back. Like this Pluto square that's happening right now is super intense. And as it squares your moon, this is one of the most painful aspects that you'll never have to feel anymore. And it really does, with you having the vessel of Jupiter, Saturn, and Hades, make you one of the most powerful souls in existence. I will say that you identify with. You have an innate understanding of how to balance social interactions with others. As a high queen goddess Aquarius, are you kidding me? So you are literally balanced knowledge. You express this advancement and how comfortable you are innovating education, especially with the fifth house around undergraduate education, and with Saturn here strengthening and being more clear on what you love with the Saturn trine. So I really love that you're going to come into the opposition with Jupiter. It's going to evolve all your relationships. But your archetype, and if you get a reading with me, I really want to go more in this with you because it's so iconic. Like, wanted to talk with this about Candace, but Pluto Capricorn had Pluto Libras carrying everybody, and when Pluto goes into Aquarius, we're gonna be the next ones carrying everyone. So
Pluto in Scorpio people?
For Pluto Scorpio, yeah.
Oh boy.
Someone told me that the Leo King was shitting on Pluto Scorpio, saying like, oh, Pluto Libra, we carry everything, and Pluto Scorpio, I'm not going to say too much because I know Pluto is opposite his moon, and then, it squares his sun, so I can imagine he doesn't like Pluto Scorpio for real reasons.
He's also got Saturn in Scorpio,
exactly,
too.
right.
And he's had the Saturn-Uranus squares in opposition to his sun.
So I feel like his criticism against Pluto Scorpio there's truth to it. So I'm not going to say he's hating, but...
Well, people shit on you when you got planets that are in their, in their ruling sign.
But he did say Pluto Libra was carrying everyone, and that's true, because Pluto's in Cap. And this definitely represents that square you're going. We're next. It definitely represents the square you're going through, and just all power to you, because the social personality you have as a celestial spirit is very burdensome. You have so much integrity in your character, and you're finally breaking through this burden and release to truly be yourself and manifest relationships that reflect this level of evolution.
Leo, can you I'm not even gonna touch that one.
We still haven't signed that, huh?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We got you, Jay. We got you.
Yeah, did you get the job even though you didn't join a call?
Right. Do you still need that form, bro? Like, we totally got you. Just let us know. Shout out to Albert's apprentice.
Yeah, shout out to the person who's coming in and being a troll in the chat.
I actually know her, Megan. She emailed me earlier today.
Lately, I've been drawn to learn everything I can astrology-wise. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the season. Okay, let's see if we have anybody else. You want to do pick a card sex rating?
Pick a card. We got 4 piles. How you gonna have sex this week? Are you gonna have sex this week? You gonna have some special turkey
Everybody's
sex?
getting stuffed this week.
Oh, what's stuffing that you gonna stuff with? Turkey sex addiction. Let's go. That sounded like turkey sex addiction. Let me say turkey
I'm
sex addiction.
sure some people have turkey and sex addiction.
Oh God, that's crazy. Okay. Ooh. So I was gonna do 5 piles. I'm gonna do 4 piles. So we got uno, dos, tres, cuatro, and we do have the 6 of Pentacles coming up with the strength. Leo, Moon, and Taurus. So this is definitely talking about some pity sex. I'm just joking. You know those women who like date, there's some women who like be like, oh yeah, I intentionally date ugly dudes. Or like...
a lot of women do that.
A lot
of women do that.
A Leo woman today told me that she found the picture that I had that was not the most. She likes men that don't have the most toned bodies, and I didn't know a lot of women like dad bods.
Hashtag dad bod. Yeah. It's a movement.
I thought women were lying when they said that. I didn't know they really liked dad bods.
I mean, to each their own. I get freaked out by muscles. That's just me personally, but. Whatever.
I just can't
Some people like that.
Okay. That's interesting.
Some people like that.
Okay.
I mean, winter is coming, so we need to be comfortable.
Yeah, that's true. That too. I'm still getting my OnlyFans body, but I feel you. So we do have the first card. If you pick pile 1, this is passionate, hot sex. That's Sagittarius.
That's sex in the car because the family's in the living room.
That's sex in the car, yes. Or somebody driving miles to come see you and do you. Okay, they just gonna make a beeline. They definitely hot and bothered for ya. The Knight of Wands, some say, is the F-boy, but he just wants to put his dick in your pants. I mean, he just wants to stuff you with some good
turducken.
Yes.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Oh my God, it's like the human centipede, but like Thanksgiving style. It's when you take a turkey and you stuff it with a duck, and then you put the duck in the chicken. So it's like a poultry.
What?
It's like a poultry 3-way.
So I've had chicken and turkey, but I haven't had duck. But does it taste like chicken?
You have, first of all, I looked into it. It's literally like the human centipede. It's gross, but you have to debone it. So you have to debone the chicken, put it inside of a deboned duck, and then you stick it inside of like a turkey or like a flattened turkey breast, and they roll it up.
That must taste amazing. I'm sorry, as disgusting as it sounds, it doesn't sound disgusting, but I don't know. Okay, so for pile 2, we do have the 7 of Pentacles. So you want to be a little bit patient. You don't want to have a bit of urgency. 7 of Pentacles is talking about some of you have been taking your time to get into score some sexual experience.
Poultry 3-way needs to be the title of this
Poultry
video.
3-way. Oh my God. Special Thanksgiving. 3-way poultry. Oh my God, I'm done. That's wild. So, I mean, the 7 of Pentacles, I feel, could be some of you spending some of your hard-earned money on a prostitute. But it could also be, like, your patience paying off. I feel like some of you, you've been talking to someone with the full intent of just having sex with them. You've been putting in the work.
Putting in the work.
And your patience is paying
You're going to get on top, basically. What he's trying to say. You got to...
Yeah, it was well worth it. Okay,
Thanksgiving. That has several meanings.
Spanx.
For those of you guys who are into wearing Spanx and getting Spanx, we'll just leave it at that.
Ooh, pile 3. This could be a threesome. There's
already been a threesome. This is the turducken.
The turducken, there we go. And this is going to be very fun. This could be, you could also have a one-night stand or not a one-night stand with someone that you meet or connect with at a party.
At a bar.
You could have sex at
you
a bar.
You have like the beer
party.
goggles on and it's getting late and you got to get stuffed, so you got to...
Or you just go to the bathroom and you
pickings.
just do it real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
to the quickies. My Mars in Aries is like, where can we have sex in public for the shortest amount of time that no one can see? It's like, I need a Sagittarius to explore this with. Like,
definitely dressing rooms. I feel like people sleep on dressing rooms because elevators are too dangerous.
True. It's too candid. It's like my Mars in Aries is like, can we get away with having sex right here, right now, in public?
As an Aries moon, I definitely vouch for that.
Yes!
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I need to find an Aries moon. It's like, we might get caught, but you want to do it?
That's what makes it fun,
that's what makes it fun, yes.
Unless you're getting arrested for public exposure.
But like, there's no way you'll get caught. Like, you just gotta look around. Teamwork.
I'm telling you, don't sleep on those dressing rooms. Don't sleep on those dressing rooms. It's like Bad Santa. Remember, he was like porking the plus size girls. You never saw Bad Santa?
No, I need to. That was with Angelina Jolie's ex-boyfriend, right?
Yeah, Billy Bob.
Thornton.
He's like fucking heftier women in the big and tall section.
RNS. Yeah. I love that. That's beautiful. I mean, and I could just see I want a partner that I can have sex with everywhere. Shout out to Sag. I lost my virginity to a Sag in a movie theater, and the next time was in a laundry room. So like,
yeah, it sounds like Venus in the 12th.
Yeah.
To me, or Mars in the 12th.
She was like, "This is my second time in a laundry room." I was like, "Oh."
You got it, Kristen.
This is not your first time.
All the laundry rooms.
Yeah, Sagittarius. I thought I wanted to lose my virginity to a virgin. Sag was like, "No, you need someone experienced." I was like, "Thank you. You're right. It was so much fun. Thank you." She said, "Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much, but we do have the 2 of. I almost went TMI real quick.
I thought it was about to be the Tower for sure.
We do have the 2 of Wands. You got options. If you got pile number 4, you got options. Like you can have sex with him, her, him, her, him, her, and like. It's what's up. You could travel around the world.
That's also about taking the pussy on the road.
Yeah,
that's what that's about.
Roadhead, all that.
Taking the pussy on the road. It's like a thing. My friends say that when we go on vacation, taking pussy on vacation. It's like when everybody would go on vacation, taking the pussy on the road. Okay, maybe it's like a girl thing. Maybe it's like a gross girl thing.
No, I love that. you go into different scenes and having sex in different scenes. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Tom Horn. Sag is always down. That's why y'all my favorite sign. And Libra.
Hoping for some Copperfield shit.
Yep.
Almost.
I'm like trying to get caught too. It's like, who's gonna see us this time? And then we just like outlaws, like dip.
Until you get arrested.
We ain't gonna get arrested. We're not gonna get arrested. And then if the cops do come, I'll dip out with my shorty and we just dodge the cops. Like, we dodged indecent exposure.
I mean, that's definitely a couple goals for sure.
We'll be in our 30s, 40s, 50s doing that shit. But it is, we can wear masks so that like.
So like, wait a second, that just got really weird and kinky.
So we
like so ski masks? Like you want a fucking ski mask?
like a rabbit mask, like Party City mask, so nobody sees who we are.
So you just want to get high in public while you're having sex with a mask?
Where are you?
People are gonna think you're robbing a bank.
Where are you? We can backstage at the Grammys, like just taboo, just like, will we get in trouble here? Will we get caught here? Just to see how far we can play chicken sex. Like where could we have sex and will we get caught? You know what I'm saying? It's like the concept of chicken but with sex.
I mean, life is too short just to have missionary sex.
It is. The rules is don't do it around children or school areas or like where the kids can see.
You gotta really slip that in there.
Yeah.
You know?
You gotta keep it, PG-13. X-rated only bumps us, but.
Well, let's see. We pulled anybody else in this evening in the midst of this darkness. Looks like that's about everybody. Hello. Hi, Anjali. We're about to close up shop, so if you want to get a reading now. We've been calling last call, but if you want a reading, we'll do one for you. What's up, Wendy? Happy Turkey Day, or almost Turkey Day. I hope all of you guys are going to go to your hometown bar and get wasted and tell people off that you went to high school with that hate their life now.
Oh my God.
Don't fall for the pyramid schemes because it's rough out there. There's some people that are straight up hustling. $20 for one card, $40 for 3 cards. The pyramid schemes are alive and well.
Imagine a whole resurgence of MLMs that just come out of nowhere. It's not a pyramid scheme, I swear.
Oh, Wendy popped in.
Wendy.
What would you like to know, Wendy? I think, do we have her in there? I think we do, right?
We do.
I'll take her. And then Angela's gonna send something. You guys snuck in there.
Do you want cards, Angeli?
Tell me something good.
Astrology, let us know.
Let's tell you something good. Okay, so we got a new moon in Sag in your 6th. We've got Saturn that's inching towards your midheaven, so you're kind of ready to kind of get serious come the turn of the year and really be boss. Saturn's finally coming out of an opposition with both Venus and Mercury. So yes, love life's going to get a little easier. You're going to feel heard a little bit more. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going to be happening when Mars comes back and it's coming into conjunction with your Jupiter. So that's going to be happening pretty soon too. So that makes me feel like the fierceness, the trines to Saturn is about you telling people what's up and being able to get the show on the road with really implementing some of your beliefs and like making things happen. It's really great for marketing, advertising, traveling. If you guys aren't aware, the Mars trine Saturn is taking place pretty much like the 27th of December through like the 2nd of December, the 27th of November through the 2nd of December. It's the second trine. So the first time we had it was in September. But for you, Wendy, this is about really implementing like some of your goals and the work that you're doing behind the scenes and ramping up for what's going to be a really big new year as Saturn's coming into your 10th house. So something's going on behind the scenes right now. Mercury is also going to be coming into your 7th house with Venus. So that's important. Mercury rules your chart. So that tells me that like relationships may get a lot sweeter, but there is a sense of like making other people pursue you. Clients might show up, new business opportunities might show up, romantic partnerships might show up. Be careful with the squares to Neptune though, because it makes me feel like not everybody is meant to be on your team. Not everybody you're meant to partner with. People who really want to be with you, spend time with you, work with you, collaborate with you, they need to chase you. They need to find you. So as Mars is going retrograde in your 12th house, I'm not telling you to play hard to get and like disappear, but like don't be too available, right? Like you really want to put some people through a little bit of the obstacle course or the gauntlet to see how hard they're willing to work to come together with you. Very important because it's going to be squaring your natal Pluto and also your natal Saturn. So this is going to feel like, okay, I have to have conflict with some people. I need to hash it out with some people. But by the same token, it's showing you that sometimes a little bit of conflict can be really good, or a little bit of friction can be good to kind of like see what some of your professional or romantic relationships are made of. I have a corporate bigwigs coming in. I'm doing some marketing on the Yep, cool. Yeah, I have a feeling with both Venus and Mercury in your 7th house, you're going to see somebody show up. But I also feel that this person might come on very strong with the squares to Jupiter. Business-wise, it's great, but like relationship-wise or romantically, like make them chase you. They need to come to you. They need to be the ones to do the work, because right now your eyes are on the prize with all these heavy hitters, Saturn, Neptune, Jupiter in your 10th house coming soon. And really focusing on your reputation. And the higher that you're going with your professional stuff, you're going to bring in even better friendships and also potential like relationships. So there's a huge upgrade that's going on right now in terms of your social status between the planets in the 7th and the 10th house. And I'm so excited to see you work on some of this stuff behind the scenes, because I can see once Saturn goes into your 10th and we've got Mars on your North Node, there's big launches you're doing pretty much early February all the way through mid-March. And it's going to give you the opportunity to really start to feel like the setbacks that you've been having recently in relationships or business have been a test of faith to really kind of get you thinking about what is my goal, what are my desires, what direction am I going in, and it'll make sense that it took a little bit longer to launch some of this stuff, Hopefully that's helpful for you, Wendy. Let me know. We've got Angeli that popped in. She wants 3 cards.
Beautiful.
She says, oh, the men I asked about. Interesting composite chart with each is basically a full house in the 6th Capricorn with one, the other a full house in the 11th house, all Cap 2. You're very welcome, Wendy. Those launches big, mid-February through March. Just food for thought. You can pull the cards, but I would take a stellium of planets in the 11th house in terms of a composite versus 6th house. If you have a 6th house stellium, you guys are going to have scheduling issues. You're going to nitpick each other. There's going to be bad habits, and there's going to be issues in terms of not having clarity in the relationship, because it's 12th house to your 7th.
And this, to me, looks like they lying. I don't know who you're dealing with, but a lot of these men you're dealing with may not be honest about what they're working on, what they're doing, who they are. It's like your psychic here is the Queen of Cups, but you're blocked with the 8 of Swords, because what you're picking up intuitively with these dudes you're talking to are lies. And they don't know that you're like a super psychic goddess in the flesh. So like, it's like you're picking up the energy from people, but the Moon card is like, this person's not being honest. And so this is keeping you unclear. And the Ace of Swords is this major revelation with the Cazimi of Mercury and the Sun, all Sagittarius season, that's going to really give you so much clarity on an approach to take towards dating. And this isn't what the cards say, but I just want to perpetually remind you that you will always have options. Like, you never necessarily want to look at love or romance as something that you have to ever worry about. You have like first world problems where it's like, who is good enough for me? Who am I going to pick? You know what I'm saying? So not to say that relative to others who, in comparison to others, but for you, like this Ace of Swords, this is so symbolic. The Ace of Swords is going to literally, Moon reverse is being blinded by illusions. And elements of your psychic power you're doubting because what you're seeing on the surface doesn't match what you feel. And that's what's leading you to feeling stuck. So the Ace of Swords is going to clear all of that up.
Is it the Sag or the Scorpio?
It's all of them. It's all of them, the Sag and the Scorpio. And this is where, picking up that kind of energy is really confusing. Because remember, you represent Pisces. So you don't just deal with individuals, you deal with entire collectives through different people. And so like, even though the Sag and Scorpio are individuals, you're going to kind of pick that up on everyone you're dealing with. And the Ace of Swords is going to be a new approach towards how you communicate.
Also, for the Sag, Mars is retrograde 7th house to their sun. So that can represent going back and forth with two people. Who did you have the composite 6th house stellium with? Which one was it? Because it's Capricorn either way, but I wonder which one it was.
Yeah.
6th house stelliums in synastry, or I guess composite charts. Do you look at composite charts?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
6th house stelliums in composite to me look like working relationships. So a huge challenge on lifestyle. It's big on living a lifestyle together. And it's difficult because both of you have to be aligned on the same page. But Angelique, that Ace of Swords is the main card for you.
Yeah, the Sag is the 6th house. I had a feeling. I was like, that's got to be the Sag. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's very immutable and it's going to square the Pisces energy that she has.
So they'll change their life too.
Yeah, I'd be careful with that one, personally. Just be careful with that one.
Yo, I love it. That's amazing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if there is no other requests, I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving. And
go and get drunk and rowdy at your local bar.
Oh, yeah.
We gave you the permission to do it.
Oh, yeah.
We hope you guys are liking our content. We're coming up on 100 episodes soon. We've been doing this for 2 years. It's possible because you guys get readings, you donate, you join our memberships. You like, you comment, you share. You'll find us here pretty much almost every other Wednesday, sometimes a little bit more frequently. We have new content coming out for you guys on Monday. We hope you enjoy it. Have a very happy and safe holiday weekend, and we will see all of you guys very soon. Take care.